So this is actually one place that I've been waiting to come to for a long time, is Pendeford Mill Nature Reserve. There is a lot of history behind this one because the grounds all the way around us used to belong to Pendeford Hall, and I will return to that later in the video. But the scenery over here, there's lots to see, so let's go and check it out. Pendeford Mill Nature Reserve is a site of environmental and historical significance and was once the grounds of Pendeford Hall, which dates back to the 1600s. The mill was established in 1650 but demolished in 1961. The site covers 24 hectares of naturally managed countryside and dates back to the 13th century. I'll tell you what, it's a really beautiful place, this Pendeford Mill Nature Reserve. Just been speaking to some lovely locals who was talking to me about the history of the place and several bits and pieces. I did look on the old Ordnance Survey maps and I think Pendeford Hall used to be somewhere over that way. The grounds used to be massive. I think all this land is the remaining pieces of Pendeford Hall. Oh wow, I tell you what, this is a stunning view. I can really picture the days when the hall was in use, how they had all this ground and then just sitting here overlooking the fish ponds. Remarkable place. I can't believe it's so quiet over here. One of the locals said not many people come to Pendeford Mill Nature Reserve because it's free and I think there's nothing to see here, but there is. I mean, when you've got places like this with beautiful scenery, there's always something to offer. And that's what I love about it, how nature reclaims on a landscape. It's very picturesque. I'll tell you what, I can't believe how big this place is. It has surprised me how many paths there are. I can imagine in those days though, when the people actually lived in the hall, they must have been a wealthy family. Stunning landscapes. Several parts on here have got some great features. I mean, some of these plants are probably there from when the hall was here and have actually spread. Because all this where we're standing is the gardens for it. It's stretched over several acres. I could really picture what it possibly would have looked like. What I'm doing now is making my way all the way to the canal line to go and check that out. I mean, several paths on here and taking me to different parts of the nature reserve. I think the bit what we're looking at is the River Penk, and it does lead all the way to the canal line somewhere, so we could be close. So by the side of us is actually interesting. This is actually called hydraulic ram pump, and it was discovered in 1772 by John Whitehurst when he was actually working in a brewery. I think it might be this, or somewhere over the back here. There is a picture of what the hydraulic ram pump is, showing a diagram just onto the corner. The make of it is Vulcan hydraulic ram pump, manufacturer Green and Carter Limited, Somerset. It says there, supply from the River Penk per minute 5 to 10 gallons or 22.7 litres to 45.4 litres. Quite interesting to read this, what this section was all about. I think there is a mill over here somewhere, and I will try and find it. I did actually look on the very old Ordnance Survey maps, and I've seen it on the corner next to the canal line. I'm going to take this path and actually view where it leads up. Okay, this is a bit of a strange one because I've tried to find my way to the canal line. I don't think you can get access to the canal from Pendeford Mill Nature Reserve. What you've got to do is drive a bit further away, try and find a car parking space and then pull up on the canal there. But I don't think there's anything nearby when I've looked on Google Maps. And the fence line where we are, the gate, they've put car oil on it to stop you from going all the way over. So definitely no way to get over there, because the canal is only a short distance to where we are. But as you can see, it's all gated off and they've put engine oil to stop you from going over. It is a shame because I wanted to see the Shropshire Union Canal. Might have to do a revisit somewhere and do a long walk all the way to Aldersley Junction. This is actually Pendeford Mill. Right away below us, there's a big wheel in there and a massive drop. But as you can view, nature has really reclaimed on this place. The person in the car park said to me if we're going to cut all this back and actually maintain it. It is a shame we can't get a great view over there, but if I come to this angle, there is a massive drop all the way to the bottom. I'm definitely not putting my foot in there, because I can guarantee if I did get over there, I'll be all the way to the bottom. It does say on the sign, this was an overshot mill, meaning water fell into the wheel in order for it to turn. It is believed that the mill would have served local farms for the grinding of their corn for flour. Some of the water from the mill also fed into the large pool in the wooded area of the nature reserve. That's actually a diagram of how the mill actually worked, with the big cogs there, the big massive wheel. Just imagine how that operated in front of us. Here it is, this is the next section. There is a big drop all the way to the bottom with a bit of water inside it. And I can imagine there was something connected there. On the sign, if I carefully read it, this is actually the well for Pendeford Mill. This well was fed from water overflowing from the mill pool through a pipe under the ground. When the well became full, this would overflow into the small ponds in front of you. Water would have been drawn from the well by means of a hand pump mounted to the top. This well could have supplied the stables and also pigsties adjacent to the mill. There is a diagram here of what this bit would have looked like. Where I showed you earlier, I think that's where the hand pump was actually mounted. I'll tell you what, it's absolutely brilliant to see the mill section in the nature reserve. How you've got this bit here, also the bit over there. It is a shame it's all overgrown, but I will make a return here sometime. Hopefully all that is actually cut back. Where we're going now is to the middle part and exploring several bits and pieces over there before returning to the car park and heading home. But I just can't believe how quiet it is over here, and that's what I like, peace and quiet. It really does make your day. That's actually where you spot wildlife and several bits and pieces. I am going to say though, this is my favourite section on the nature reserve. The other side, what you seen earlier on, is all the way on the other end. But this part, wow. I could stand here for hours and just enjoy it. It is a shame there's not too much wildlife at the moment, but earlier on this morning there was tons over here. It is clouding over a little bit. I think we've got rain on the way, sadly enough. So here's the postcode for it and the address where the car park is. Definitely come and check it out. Brilliant nature reserve, very quiet, and I think you will enjoy it. But for me, for the meantime, the Midlands outdoors out. See you on the next one, and take care all.